on. They look ridiculous. Hi neighbors. It is, well, I just looked at the time, probably 7:45. So still a little bit light. And from sitting all day, my knee is very achy. It just gets stiff. It's the tendons. The tendons get stiff. It's weird. It's not a joint thing. It's a tendon thing. What else? Went to work. On the way to work, I saw some really, really sketchy shit today. So the first thing is, I swear it was an alligator. I went back by on the way home from work and looked in the pond again. I'm pretty sure it's not, which is what I was figuring, that it wasn't actually an alligator, but it really, really looked like one. Anyway, the second thing, like 10 miles down the road, and there is a velvet buck. I think it had, I'm going to guess 4 points, maybe 6, but probably 4. It wasn't very big. And he was just curled up laying in the ditch. I'm just watching all the cars go by. So my guess is that he got clipped. He was just laying there. And then another 5 or 10 miles down the road, there's these cows standing in the pasture. And I turn and look, and one of the cows is munching on a white plastic bag. Just like, it was weird. It was very weird. So by the time I got to work, I was like, what the hell is going on? Smooth sailing home, thankfully. Wasn't too many. Typically run into some slow person somewhere. And I don't drive fast. I really don't. But no, I mean, traffic was great, actually. Weird. And I got lots of fun stuff to work on this week. So busy I shall be. I'm probably going to take at least a Saturday or a Sunday and work extra. And that way I can get one caught up, because last week I went with my daughter to check out the apartment, and so it was a half day. You see that sky? It's very pretty pink. That's gorgeous. Looking for chemtrails. Do we see any? Chemtrails. So that's a half a day short, which isn't the end of the world in the grand scheme of life. But I want to catch that up, because we are planning on doing a few things coming up. One, we have our well dig hopefully soon. What are you doing? That's okay. We're being followed. I'm just kidding. 2, we have SRF is coming up, and I have not bought my booth yet, so I need to do that quickly. And there's a class at SRF that I'm not really sure that I necessarily care. Like, I would like to take it. If I don't get to, that's fine. But I want the boys, which would be my husband and the two of the boys are going with us, and they should take it. Forcing my cult upon them. And that's kind of where I'm at. So, you know, everybody always needs a little extra cash. We also have to fix my truck. It needs tires. She needs tires. And the problem with she is she likes big tires. I like big tires too. And big tires are expensive. So that's going to be $1,000. What are we looking at?
See him.
See him who?
He's in my shell.
Yeah? There's people. There's people behind us. There's still people behind us.
Nope.
That's my pretty, I'm going to miss my greenhouse so bad. So bad. And I would love to take it down and take it with us, but holy shit, that would be a lot of work. Like, I'm talking, that would be a lot of work, because we cemented that sucker in, and yeah, it'd be a lot of work. I don't think that's going to happen. Actually, I'm almost positive that we're not gonna do that.
I know for 100%.
So that's all I know. I feel like I should know something else, but I don't. I've debated trading my truck in. Oh, I love her. But you know, whenever we go some places as a whole family, it fits all of us, which is something I'm in love with, especially if we go up to Iowa. But on the flip side of that, my humans are old enough now that they would probably rather drive themselves than squish in the back of, because even though there's room for all 8 of us, I have tall people.
Really?
I do. Yeah, you can't. He's taller than I am now too. Shh. Not taller than me. And he's the youngest. Wow, that's sad.
Hello.
Yikes. Boy cootie. Now I got boy cooties.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Will I though?
You give me girl cooties.
I gave you girl cooties when I birthed you.
That's
You just
different.
have those on.
Oh, sorry.
So-
You never get rid of them?
Correct. That is kind of. Gee, I wish we were having a little bit of a breeze here. It's warm. Yeah, sorry, not going down there. Gotta stretch this knee out. Yikes. And then I'm gonna make some shrimp dip for supper. Yeah, I can, but I actually debated taking my shoes off because I hate tennis shoes. I hate shoes in general. I really do.
Somehow
If I could never wear shoes again, I would probably be okay with that.
Somehow when I was sleeping last night, I cut my pinky. And it hurt.
Yikes. That's all I know. I hope they're getting the rest of the insulation, or at least more of the insulation done. That'll help keep it cooler in there.
They bent your cart.
I heard. Then I've kind of come up with we have some new Etsy, sweaty, new listings on Etsy. So we went ahead and made some reusable paper towels. We actually love them at our house. So they're a nice 100% cotton flannel material and some cute, what did I do first? I've got bees. I think I did the bees first. But there's 3 different patterns that you can choose from online. So go check those out if you're in need of that. What else do we do? Oh, jar openers. So it has fabric on one side and it has grippy material on the opposite side to help open jars. And those are available online as well. I've got a couple new ideas, and so I need to go tonight after I do my reading, and I need to research CNC machines, because I don't need a big huge one. I just need a smaller, not huge one. And I have no idea where I'm going to put it or how much it's going to cost or anything of the sort, but I have an idea of some stuff that I want done with it. So I might be able to see if there's a maker space, maybe in Columbia, that's not too far away, that I could just take my stuff over there and use it. I do think some CNC stuff takes a little bit of computer programming brain cells, which, funny enough, I have run a CNC machine before. That was in high school though, so it was while I was in high school, that wasn't at high school. I had a job at a kind of a metal shop after school, and I loved it. I will never forget the day. They made kind of everything from scratch. So we were making washers. I'm trying to think if they made the washers or if we just were, anyway, I was deburring the inside of the washer, and I had my fingers like this, both hands. I don't think I can do both hands. Nope. Both hands together like that, and I had the washer in the middle, and I would put my hand up to the drill press. It was just spinning. I would put my hand up and it would deburr it, and then you would do the next one. And of course, because I am me, on one of them, it caught on a burr and spun the washer around, and I had a cut in every single one of my fingers. And so I walked up to him with this, with both hands up, and I said, okay, now what? And I got blood dripping down my hands. And so we bandaged them. But you know, you can't hold washers with Band-Aids in your hand. Anyway, I think I got
You weren't allowed
upgraded.
to work anymore?
I was not allowed to do that ever again. That's just the way I roll. So I got upgraded to, what's it called? I'm going to say inspector. That's not the right word I'm looking for, but quality control. I loved it when I got to paint the pieces. And then, anyway, we had to take all of the pieces and go through because we were making things for medical devices. And so they all had to be within spec. So I had to measure all of them and make sure that all of them were within spec range. And I loved it. What'd you get? Oh, it's our froggy friend.
I named him
Scott.
No. Close.
What's wrong with the name Scott?
Sure jumps a lot.
Search. Oh, my Lord. Oh, gracious. And that is where we are today. I have no scars from that, thankfully. Just everything else that I've done in my life.
I haven't seen Alvin in a while. Why are you looking to the sky?
Who were you talking about?
The chipmunk.
I thought we were talking about the bat.
No, Alvin the
I
chipmunk.
say I just heard him squeak. There he goes. There he goes.
No, Alvin the chipmunk.
Okay.
What is the bat's name?
There we go. So I got research to do. I've got research. Oh, and then the other thing that I'm reading this new book that has to do with, she is a therapist and she has studied changing people's diets to help fix their things like schizophrenia or what's the bipolar, OCD, stuff like that. And so she's been researching that. So she does a lot of she does a lot of when people come in, and then she goes through like their history and their diets and stuff like that. And she is really kind of putting together a correlation between things like alcohol and OCD, and not that alcohol causes OCD, but people who have, I think it was the OCD one that if you get rid of gluten, and that one I have to be careful with because typically it's not gluten that people are allergic to or insensitive to. They've got a glyphosate problem, which don't we all? Some people can just take it better than others, I guess. But it's interesting listening to her and the correlation between the food and the fatigue or brain cells, stuff like that. She says there's a thing called the Mediterranean eating plan. I don't know what it's called. Something to that line. It's not the Mediterranean diet, but it's a yuck. And so I heard from, I think it's Thomas DeLauer that also talked about the Mediterranean keto style. So I would like to find like a Mediterranean cookbook and try and do a little bit more of that. I like fish. We don't cook fish enough just because I think it's seems a little hard to cook. And our oven doesn't turn on in the summer because the camper is tiny and it heats it up too much. I just can't wait for my next house. I'm gonna have this big huge stove with a big huge oven and I can do all the fun stuff.
A massive dishwasher.
Anyway.
That is electronic.
Yeah, his name is Jet.
No.
We'll probably have a commercial. We could put a commercial dishwasher in there.
Yes.
See if we can find one.
The only dishes I should have to do again.
But I am totally looking forward to that day. Big, huge, beautiful, like 6 or 8 burner range with double ovens down below.
Burner?
Yeah.
You want gas?
We will be having a gas stove.
Why not?
I'm not cooking with that electric crap ever again, hopefully.
You're spending thousands of dollars on propane.
Yeah. So So fish has been one, and if we still had Benjamin out, and Benjamin's our little mini convection oven, if we still had that out, I would just bake in there a little bit, but there's no room for that. I could probably take it and put it outside in the workshop or something, but...
What workshop?
That's a workshop.
My workshop?
No, it's not your workshop.
Yeah.
Billy Bob, don't fight with your mother. She just doesn't have time for it. So, we'll get there. We'll find some other ways to work on getting some more fish into our diet appropriately. We do have a little mini air fryer. Not mini, but a little air fryer. The Ninja Grill. That we can use for some stuff like that. So I'm got to go find one of those cookbooks so we can get that started as well.